Good. Let me find my notes here on you. Hey, Coach.
What's going on?
You all ready for practice?
Oh, yeah.
Got the hat and visor on, ready to go. So, spring season kind of already here. Check the temperatures outside this week. How's that temperature really helping you guys?
Well, I mean, it's better than it was this past weekend, so so it's got to be good, right? But the forecast's looking good this weekend, and rain's going to hold off, so should have some good weather for baseball.
Yeah, 1st of February, and you're going to have close to 80 degrees for the games on Friday and Saturday. I mean, it's going to be beautiful out there for this time of the year.
Yeah. Temperature-wise, it'll be good. I think the wind's supposed to blow a little bit.
We almost like the playing in Florida. Teams go to Florida to play for spring break. This is the kind of the weather that you would see over there.
Yeah, probably so. I've never been there during spring break, but
when I travel with our baseball teams from up north, we'd go down, and we don't have the beach, but we still have the same temperature. It's 75, 80 degrees, and it was beautiful out. And last night, walking down by the field before I left, I was like, man, this is really nice weather outside.
Yeah. It makes for good spirits, and so we'll see what we can do with it.
Spring training starting for Major League Baseball here shortly. Do you have what's your team in the MLB?
I tell people all the time, and they don't believe me, but I don't watch a whole lot of Major League Baseball. I guess when I catch a game, it's the Rangers.
Yeah.
And I played with Kershaw, so I like to watch the Dodgers play when he pitches. Of course, play with Sean Tollison and some of those guys, and Brian Holiday. So anytime that you can see a guy that you played with, play on TV, I mean, it's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll have to, keep close track with the Angels from now on, and
see how Bates
is doing. They don't ever televise his games, but I can follow him on Twitter pretty easy. So that's good.
I'm sure you can find out through the family, the Matthews family, his family, how he's really doing.
Oh, no doubt. They'll
keep us up to date, either through social media or a phone call or something. So you played with? Was it through junior college, high school? How'd you play with these guys?
No, during summer ball. Me and a guy named Heath Pugh, we were the only 18-year-old on this 18-year-old team. The rest of them were 17. And guys like Kershaw, Jordan Walden, Sean Tollison, Brian Holiday, and those guys. And on that team, I mean, there's probably like 6 or 7 guys that are now in the big leagues.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
On that team, and we were terrible though. I mean, we lost all the time.
But you had fun doing it, right?
I had fun doing it, and and it's pretty cool to see those guys playing now. So
say hi to my brother real quick on Facebook. He joined in there. So hello, Andrew. Doing Facebook Live on my account today, and so we got a lot of interaction on there, and we got Periscope there. So, Coach, I guess I want to ask you about the World Series this up year, because you don't pay much attention, but they're predicting that Houston might have a chance to make it to the World Series with their picks this year and the free agent stuff, but I guess you don't really follow that too.
Well, I mean, I'll being a Houston fan is about like being an Aggie fan. All the talk in the preseason and everything just leads to disappointment. That's what I've learned about being an Astros fan, right, Kenneth?
Hey, you say the same thing about a Cubs fan.
Kenneth over here is a huge Astros fan, so he's pretty happy right now with what they're doing. So switching from Major League Baseball, you played this weekend in Central Texas, opened up at Schreiner. Long trip down there, 6 to 7 hours. Did they have any good movies on the bus on this first trip?
Yeah, of course you got to watch The Sandlot first bus trip, and I think we popped in 61 and watched it. It's one of my favorite all-time baseball movies, and so yeah, we got to enjoy some good shows.
You played a 3-game series, 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. You take game 1 and 2, 11-7, 8-4, before dropping game 3, 8-7 in 6 innings. Overall, how do you feel about the entire series and how your Tigers did?
Well, I mentioned last week that it was going to be a tough road trip. The weather changed about 6 or 7 times before we got down there, and and it was cold, wind was blowing, raining. Not prime conditions, but all stuff that you got to get over and continue to play. And we played about like you would expect the first series to be played.
Yeah.
Some guys did some really good things. Some other guys did some not so very good things. But the good thing is that it's all correctable mistakes. all things that we can address in practice and continue to build upon. So, overall, glad we won the series. Would have rather had the sweep, but, you got to start somewhere.
26 runs overall, 4 home runs. The team's starting to pick up a little bit where they left off last year.
It's a different team. I don't expect these guys to go out and do what they did last year, and that's what we kind of fell into that trap a little bit. The middle of our order, when you're looking at, you've got 2 hits out of the middle of your order on day 2.
Yeah.
That's not good, and it had nothing to do with their swings or anything like that, but it's all about your approach to the game, and we've just got to cut some things down a little bit and shorten up our swings and stay within our system, and I think we're going to be fine.
It was the first series, so I'm sure you'll figure things out as the season goes, switch some things in the lineups, see who's hitting hot and that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because last year you didn't keep the same lineup the entire season. You kind of found it where it finally fit and what you did and who was hitting.
Yep.
So this weekend, Centenary, they're ranked 24th in the nation, but Friday night there's going to be a cookout. Promote that a little bit, have the fans come out. It would be pretty neat to have a cookout to kick off the season at the field.
Yeah, Dr. Blackburn talked to me yesterday. He came out to practice and said they're going to be cooking out Friday night for the game, and I just think that's unbelievable. And that the student body, that the fans, and the families can see, the administration that they care so much about athletics and their involvement, and supporting our guys is not only our guys but every sport on campus. I mean, that's tremendous.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see. I saw him out Saturday, talked to Jay a little bit about the cookout out there, but to have your president come out and cook, hot dogs and ribs and steak and whatever else, brisket, whatever else they have out there, make it look like a real game day atmosphere with the opening weekend.
Yeah, I hope we play good, or I'm going to be out there with them. So
run from the dugout and go get some.
That's
Tell
right.
Kyle the coach to get
That's
right. So Centenary ranked nationally, regional game for us. They played this last weekend, I think. I don't remember I think they're like 2-1.
4-1 or 3-1.
3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, a little bit what you know about them, what we may see this weekend. They were really good last year in the SCAC. Do they return much from last year? Will they be a little bit different team, or do they kind of build on what they had?
Offensively, I think they're returning just about everybody they had. So they're going to be a very, very good offensive ball club. Pitching wise, they've got some familiar faces. I think they got some new guys as well. So they're a good ball team. We learned that last year. We had a marquee matchup going in, and to where we really needed to show up and play, and we didn't, and we got beat 3 games. And that's what's important for our guys to understand is that we've got to go out and we've got to play. And we've got to play hard, and we've got to execute our game plan in order to beat teams like this. Because beating teams like this and competing with teams like this is how you get into the regional, is how you go and compete at the national level, and that's the next step for our program. So, it's going to be a tough test for us, but, we're going to know exactly where we're at after this weekend.
Like you said, good regional game, because looking at the schedules, to get in the NCAA tournament in the South, you can get an automatic bid winning your conference. But then they also kind of look at the wins, and if you're up there between 34 and 36 wins, you got a decent chance to get in. So you have to pick up these regional games and win them if you want to head to that next level.
That's correct, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend. Come on out for the cookout on Friday night. Jared might come out and grab some stuff to eat before the game.
Maybe.
Do you have any like game day rituals that you do as a coach?
I've got tons of them. Yeah, it starts from when I get up in the morning. So I don't think the radio show lasts that long, Adam.
Give us one ritual that you like to do.
Just filling out the lineup cards. And I've got a pretty particular way that I do it, and it's weird, but it's something that whether on the road or at home.
Baseball life.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do you do all that at home before you come?
No, I do it in the office or in the hotel room if we're on the road, and it's always at the same time. It's always in the same place, same pins, everything.
We might have to set aside 10 minutes just to talk about rituals sometime, right?
Yeah. After some wins.
There you go. All right, Coach. Well, thanks for talking to us today. Good luck this weekend,
All right.
and we'll see you out there on Friday night. Final guest today, we're going to bring